Ben released a statement saying, quote, "It is my greatest honor to be a Pittsburgh Steeler and give my all for this organization. I'm grateful to be at this stage of my career and more than happy to adjust my contract in a way that best helps the team to address other players who are so vital to our success. I love this game and love to compete, and I believe in this team and my ability to deliver when called upon." And so Dan Graziano, my insider extraordinaire, gets up with us here this morning, as mentioned. What should we take away from this latest on Ben's contract?
Well, I'd like to see a few more details because it reminds me of a situation in Peyton Manning's final year in Denver where he took a pay cut of $4 million, but it all just got converted to incentives, and he made it all back when they won the Super Bowl. So I'm interested to see the document, but I'll worry about that on my time. What this means is Ben Roethlisberger's back for one more year, which is what he and the Steelers wanted. The problem is they're going to save $15 million in cap room, which is nice. They would have saved $19 million if they had cut him or if he had retired. I'm just not sure the $15 million does what they need it to do. This is a team with significant question marks at significant positions. Their center, Marquise Pouncey, has retired. You see this list of free agents. They're a team that was projected over the cap before this all started, and they're still up against it. I don't know if they're going to bring back any of these four guys, and that doesn't even start to address the fact that they have young players like Minkah Fitzpatrick and T.J. Watt who are going to be in line for extensions. Ben Roethlisberger's back, which means they have a quarterback and a legendary one that they all love for one more year. I just think it's possible this is going to be the worst Steelers team he's ever been on. And at the best case scenario is they're going to have a lot of pressure on him, on Mike Tomlin, and a lot of young players and rookies to perform at a high level if they're going to contend.
All right, so that's an interesting look at the big picture there. Mike T., let's drill down. What do you think of this decision by the Steelers and Ben?
This is a bad decision this year and even worse next year. You are stopping progress, and we should celebrate Ben Roethlisberger, Hall of Famer, Mike Tomlin, Hall of Famer. Give them all the credit. But last year, he was 30th in the league in yards per pass attempt, and that matches the film. He can't get the ball down the field. You are stopping progress, Greeny. And when you look at Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, and Baker Mayfield, they're getting better, they're ascending. And by the time we get to next year, when Pittsburgh has a new quarterback, that gap will now be massive. They can't win a championship this year with him, and they're stopping progress in 2022 by having him back this season.
All right, so it is a really complicated circumstance. Lewis, what do you think they need to do there? The Steelers are not a team that rebuilds. They're a team that goes for it every single year. So they bring back Ben. What can they do, given all the restraints financially that Dan is talking about? What can they do to try and compete next year?
Look, I think first and foremost, if you listen to Mike Tomlin talk and listen to Kevin Colbert talk, the number one thing they need to do is fix this offensive line, because that's where they believe that everything started to crumble from the inside out on this football team late in the year last year, and they couldn't maintain any semblance of balance and take some pressure off of Ben Roethlisberger, given the fact that, look, we all know that his skills are not quite the same as what they are. That is where a huge part of their focus will be this year, and they feel as though if they can get that squared away to where they're at least respectable running the football, that they have enough weapons on the perimeter, even if Juju Smith-Schuster isn't back, to go ahead and be dynamic enough where they can put up points on the board. Look, Mike has always felt, that being Mike Tomlin, that the defense is going to be fine. They're going to take care of that side of the ball. TJ's still going to be there. Cam Hayward is still a tremendous interior defensive player. They're going to get Devin Bush back. Minka's still in the fold. So they still feel as though they can play quality winning championship-style football on that side of the ball. But taking care of this offensive line is priority one. And really, what else is their option at quarterback this year? They don't have any other options that they feel comfortable with yet. So I think right now they're just trying to buy some time until they can address it then in a year from now while still competing in 2021.
Yeah, look, they had a lot of problems this year. As I watched them down the stretch of the season, it seemed to me quarterback was comparatively low on the list of things that were holding them back. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.